Virtually everyone took the 16 personalities test at some point, and of course, everyone wanted to know what made their personality type unique. Now say you took the test and found out your MBTI type, but are a little lost on whether your results are accurate. Well, you are at the right place. In this video, we are going to examine 10 signs you are an INFJ. So let's get right to it. 10. You like helping others out. INFJs are called the advocate for a reason, and they stand up for what they know is the right thing. This means that INFJs may even think of helping others out as their purpose in life, since it brings them a great deal of fulfillment. Their sense of justice is very strong too, and thus they often intervene when they find someone being treated unfairly or facing some challenging situation. For them, giving out to others may be more important than their own personal gain, and they would like to see a world in which everyone does what is right by others. You may be an INFJ if using your energy and imagination to help people to solve their problems makes you happier than anything else. 9. You form deep emotional connections with others but often feel disconnected from yourself. Introversion is a core part of the INFJ personality type, which means they may be more reserved and mild in how they communicate with others. That is not to say that they are socially awkward or anything like that. In fact, they can be susceptible to others' emotions and are often warm and comforting in the way they speak. Advocates often leave a strong mark on those they encounter because of their ability to perceive and understand emotions so well. INFJs place a lot of emphasis on deep emotional connections with others and value authenticity in their relationships. However, let us not forget that they are still very much introverted and need some alone time to recharge their social batteries to be able to fit in. Picking up on the nuances of others' emotions might be great for developing empathy, but it is draining as well and requires a lot of solo reflection and processing. 8. You get easily stressed and burnt out. INTJs may have their own definition for success that they work hard to achieve. Unfortunately, they may focus so much on working hard to achieve that success that they neglect their health. Some INTJs may feel like they cannot allow themselves to rest until they have achieved all their goals, but that is just not possible. INFJs may end up neglecting their health and end up feeling stressed. Stress just makes them bad-tempered, which is counterproductive. Stress does not just happen due to dream chasing, it can also be because of criticisms or conflicts. When others don't see their efforts or appreciate what they do, INFJs may feel very hurt and stressed out. 7. You feel like you need to find a personal mission. Remember how INFJs often feel like their purpose in life is to help others. Well, it's not that simple. INFJs are always looking for a way to fix things that they deem wrong, and they often look out for missions for themselves. It does not matter whether it's a big or small issue, advocates will always try to find a way to fix it. They are great for when a movement needs support to bring about some fairness in people's lives. Only they may forget themselves whilst they are at it and hyper-focus on the issue at hand. 6. They unintentionally project their ideals onto their children. INFJ parents may face a very unique dilemma where they want to protect their children from unpleasant situations or anything that might be painful. But coddling children does not allow them to grow into thoughtful, independent people, and that is also another thing INFJs want for their children. Hence the dilemma. They look forward to being able to interact with their children as equals in the future and want to be loving towards them all the time. Sometimes, advocates may project their own ideas onto their children without realizing it, and expect them to be as honest and just as themselves. All these unconscious expectations, as well as the urge to be an independent thinker capable of making their own decisions, may confuse children. All those conflicting signals may be significantly harder for younger children to deal with, and adolescents may become especially rebellious in an effort to be independent. Advocates are very sensitive to criticism, and may feel very hurt if their children end up choosing beliefs that are opposites to their own. Thankfully, They eventually come to see this as a good thing, a sign that they were able to raise people who are true to themselves and can stand for what is right. 5. You chose your career primarily on the basis of your values, not monetary gains. INFJs tend to choose their career paths based on what they believe in, and whilst this may seem like a recipe for disaster, it works out quite well instead. Advocates can find suitable work in almost all areas and may even have trouble choosing from all those possibilities. This can end up stressing them, as choosing one will mean letting the others go, and all those possible paths will have their own unique rewards and exciting characteristics. 4. You find work that does not encourage independence to be stifling. INFJs choose work that aligns with their values first and foremost. This allows them to make a difference in their area of work, something that is really fulfilling to them. Work that does not allow independent thought and initiative stifles advocates, and they may find that such jobs do not meet their needs. Some advocates like working behind the scenes where the real action takes place, but those roles are often non-competitive, and they may be forced to fit in a mold rather than being allowed to do what they can to make things right. These jobs can be very stiff to INFJs and prevent them from growing into their best selves. The solution to this problem for most INFJs is to take up leadership positions where they call the shots or, better yet, create their own business because autonomy allows them to use their creative and imaginative skills. 3. You have a job that involves interacting with the public. INTJs like to connect with people and help them out. So if you find yourself being drawn to careers in psychology or teaching or some sort of public service, you might be INFJ. INFJs are great therapists and counselors as well as teachers, whether school teachers or other types of instructors like sports coaches or yoga instructors. Careers in healthcare is also a popular choice, especially when it has to do with holistic healing. Writing in all its forms and design and art are other careers that allow INFJs to use their creativity and imagination. Advocates are great communicators and are very attuned to people's emotions, making them so great for such jobs. If you prefer jobs where you get to interact with the public more, you might be an INFJ. 2. You have ethical standards. As an INFJ, you try to live up to what you believe to be right and do the best you can all the time. Because of that strong sense of justice, INFJs may hold those around them to their high standards. It may be work ethics or standards for your children. In management positions, INFJs expect their subordinates or employees at work to be honest and reliable all the time. Basically, you will want them to live up to the standards you set for yourself. However, advocates are not oppressive or authoritarian, they rather like to see those under them as their equals. Advocates are very good at identifying the unique strengths of each individual that works with them thanks to their sharp intuitive skills, and they work hard to encourage the entire team. 1. You are a creative person. Creativity means more than making art or creating lifelike characters, it is also the ability to find out-of-the-box solutions to problems. Doing things that have meaning and are morally right is very important to INFJs, and there is no shortage of problems in this world. Doing what is right may call for creativity and ideas in order to get the job done. When no justice needs to be served, INFJs can turn their creativity towards other things like art or writing, the more traditional artsy stuff. Or they may play a tactical game like Go or chess because they like using their creative skills. INFJ is the advocate and is introverted, intuitive, feeling and judging. Advocates are the rarest personality type that takes actual steps to make their dreams a reality when it comes to the ideals of humanity. The advocate tries to do what is right as much as possible in an attempt to solve humanity's bigger problems. They are creative and have a lot of fellow feeling and intuition. If this feels like you may be INFJ. Thanks for watching, and we hope you found this helpful. Be sure to like the video and let us know whether you are anything like what we described in the video or not. And if you are new, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this.